Welcome back, Steam Deck fans, and we've got a new report about other people upgrading their Steam Deck RAM to 32 gigs, but this person went one little step further and even upgraded his Wi-Fi card to support the new Wi-Fi 6E. We're going to get into it right now, courtesy of SteamDeckHQ.com. Go check them out. I'm Blaze2K, and if you love handheld gaming, please click that subscribe button, click the bell icon, and maybe come follow me on X.com, formerly known as Twitter. Let's go. So guys, we covered this a couple of days ago. There was a post online of someone, don't know where they were from, but they did upgrade the RAM in their Steam Deck from 16 to 32 gigabytes, and that's pretty phenomenal. The amount of expertise in terms of soldering that you'd need to do that is pretty crazy. And we've got someone else who's done it too, and they've documented the whole process. So since Valve has been supportive of opening up and manually repairing our Steam Deck, there have been countless modifications to it, and we've seen them. We've seen clear back shells, clear front shells, we've seen stick upgrades to Hall sensor sticks, the whole shebang. And now we're starting to see the hardware that typically can be changed, like the soldered on RAM and Wi-Fi, be changed and upgraded. It's fantastic. So yeah, some people have been as creative as to add 4 terabyte NVMe's, basically chop it up NVMe sticks, NVMe SSD sticks, and like cramming them in somehow to get like 4 terabyte SSDs in their Steam Deck. We've seen liquid cooling from like Linus Tech Tips, who's literally liquid cooled his frickin' Steam Deck, and just a bunch of crazy things. But what we haven't seen until now is actual RAM upgrades, and just to give you an idea how tricky that is, you see every one of those little dots there? That's one of the RAM chips. That, and each one of those, they have to like solder that. Look at all those pins. They all have to make contact. You have to desolder the 16 gig ones and then put the 32 gig ones on. And that is a lot that could go wrong. But this person's done it. So a Twitter user, or X user, that's right, Treesus Repairs / Alex Swanson, go check him out, Treesus Repairs on Twitter, who has 4 years of soldering and tech repairing experience, made a couple of posts showing off some upgrades they have made to their Steam Deck, including upgrading the 16 gigs of RAM on the deck to 32 gigs. Like I said, I think this is overkill. I think it's kind of cool that you can do it. I believe one of the people that did this have reached out. I think it could be Alex Swanson that reached out to Linus Tech Tips to maybe send their Steam Deck to Linus Tech Tips to do like a video on. They did reach out to him, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, 16 gigs to 32 gigs, and the Wi-Fi card to support 6E, which is kind of cool, which has a slew of improvements along with it. I DM'd Alex about these changes, and I got a lot more information about what was done and how he did it. So obviously Wi-Fi 6E comes with a lot of benefits, not only download speeds if you have gigabit fiber, but also local area game streaming, right? If you use what's it called, Moonlight or Nvidia game streaming and stuff like that, or just streaming via Steam itself, upgrading to 6E is definitely going to give you a bunch of improvements and just make things a little bit more seamless here. So that's cool that you can even do that. So Steam Deck HQ reached out to him to see a little bit more how they did it. So the biggest upgrade that Alex added to the deck are the RAM and the new Wi-Fi card. For the RAM, Alex used 2 Samsung K3LK-CK-C0BM NGCP cards to double the amount of RAM inside the deck, and this can be especially helpful in games that require more RAM. Obviously VRAM as well, assigning more your soldered on RAM to your graphics, basically to bump up your GPU video RAM. That's one reason this might be good. Also, obviously, if you use your Steam Deck as like a full-fledged PC and you're running a lot of tabs, a lot of RAM-intensive applications, then like Chrome or Chromium, then obviously this is going to be pretty handy. Obviously, multitasking desktop mode, they said. So if there's a game that's massively improved by cryo utilities, this should help too. Installing these required not only soldering, but a BIOS edit, and we covered that in a previous video, that you do need to edit the BIOS so the operating system recognizes that there's 32 gigs of RAM now. Make sure the new RAM is recognized and the speeds could reach up to 6400 MT a second. Gosh, has it been that long since I took computer science. The deck has 5,500 MT in the stock RAM, so it's going to be faster than the built-in RAM. That's kind of cool. And there we go. Look at the flux on there. So I've done a bit of soldering in my time. I used to solder in new Game Boy batteries. That was like the limit to my freaking soldering ability. Taking apart Game Boy carts and then like taking out the old battery, desoldering, and then resoldering on the new batteries. It was kind of fun. Look at me, I can solder. It's cool. But I couldn't do this. I don't think I'm brave enough to try this. But there we go. Look at that. And obviously 30.2 gigabytes of RAM. Crazy. And obviously 6E Wi-Fi. Then we have the Wi-Fi card. Alex put in an Intel AX210 card which supports Wi-Fi 6E and it almost has double the Bluetooth range, and increased Wi-Fi range and higher speeds. If you're constantly downloading and installing new games, those of you that are maybe on the 64 gig Steam Deck, why? Okay, I understand why people buy 64, but only with the intention, I would say, if you're going to upgrade it to 2 terabyte or 1 terabyte at some point yourself. I don't know how people get away with having 64 gigs on their Steam Deck when there's a lot of games out there that are like 120 plus gigs themselves, right? But hey, some of you might have 64 and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. But you can still upgrade it. It's not like you can't. So yeah, should help everything go a little bit faster. Also required soldering, so it isn't recommended to those without experience to try doing. This is a very probably high-end mod. You know, you have to have a good bit of experience to do this. This isn't something I would recommend anyone to do. You know, replacing the back shell is one thing. Replacing RAM chips and soldering all those little connections, it's a challenge. I mean, I could maybe do it. Hey, click the join button down below, become a member, and if we get enough money from memberships, I will literally give this a shot and see how a novice can do it. All right, but yeah, upgraded his Wi-Fi too, cool, and did a bunch of testing too as well. Other upgrades, RAM and Wi-Fi card are not the end of Alex's upgrades though, and they plan to do a lot more. So far, Alex has also swapped out the joysticks for Elite Gear Hall Effect ones. That's something I might end up doing at some point. And putting on an Atomic Purple shell. The Atomic Purple shell looks awesome, and you can get your own from Extreme Rate or JSOX. I'll put the links to those in the video description, because if you want one of the best, or a selection of all the best Steam Deck accessories, then please click that link in the video description and the pinned comment of this video. Because I worked really hard on creating this list, guys, of my favorite Steam Deck accessories. Everything's on Amazon. You'll see things on sale. I'm always adding new things to it. You'll find battery packs, SSDs, micro SDs, back shell plates for the Steam Deck docks, chargers, freaking portable keyboards, AR glasses that really improve the Steam Deck experience with those OLEDs. 120-inch OLED in a pair of glasses, like amazing. Cases, just portable displays, everything you could ever want for your Steam Decks on this list. And then, like I said, I'm always adding stuff. So click the follow button, click the heart button, bookmark it, share it with friends. It's great for gift ideas. Links down below in the video description and top pinned comment. Like I said, if you want that transparent purple shell from JSOX or Extreme Rate, you'll find it there. So yeah, it seems like Alex has been replacing the thermal paste as well. I love the fact that people are doing mods like this. The fact that we've got a freaking transparent Atomic Purple clear shell front and back for the Steam Deck now is incredible. I mean, that definitely takes a lot of work. It's easy doing the back shell, but doing the front shell is insanely hard. Well, not insanely hard, but you can mess it up. And I've seen people mess it up, and I've seen people mess up their Steam Deck because of it. Buttons stop working, all that sort of stuff. So you still have to have some sort of experience taking apart electronics, you know, if you're gonna tackle the front shell. And obviously RAM upgrades and Wi-Fi card updates are just another level completely. After these are done, Alex plans on adding a monoblock V2 for better heat dissipation, a 2 terabyte SSD, and the Deck HD screen for better colors and 1200p. Really, I don't think upgrading the screen on the Steam Deck, we've covered that in a video too. There's obviously a Deck HD mod where there's a company selling a display for the Steam Deck that bumps the resolution up to 1080p. I think that's just I think we're just at that point. You're just at the, you know, diminishing returns, you know, because you're going to be getting less performance. Yeah, the colors are going to be nice. If it was an OLED upgrade, I would buy it hands down, but I think 800p is just the way to go for the Steam Deck in terms of its performance and its APU that it's got in it. Now, obviously, if it had the 7840U or the Z1 Extreme, it might be different, but yeah, I think 800p is just the sweet spot for the display, honestly. But there we go, guys. RAM upgrades, Wi-Fi upgrades, screen upgrades, thumbstick upgrades, transparent shell upgrades. The Steam Deck's really fun, and it's still, to this day, even with the Ally, with the Neo 2S, with all these new consoles coming out, the Steam Deck is still my favorite, just because the software experience is second to none, frankly, and the community behind it, the mods, the accessories. There's a lot to love about the Steam Deck, and it's still my favorite, even to this day. It might not be the most powerful, might not be the prettiest, but it is my favorite, and let me know if it's yours too. Anyways, I'm Blaze2K, and like I said, go check out our list of Steam Deck accessories. You might find something you like on there. Click the follow, click the bookmark. You might find some new stuff. And right now, this battery pack here, 5,600 milliamp battery pack, portable charger, is on sale right now. 39% off. Don't miss out. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Like I said, subscribe, click the bell icon if you want to be updated on all the new handheld gaming news, tech news, you name it. And sometimes just regular stuff that, you know, that seems to be hitting the news. Like Mr. Beast being sued for $100 million the other day. I had to do a video on it, and we did a video on the PS5 Slim that's been leaked today as well. Go check that out if you're interested. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. I'm Blaze2K. Take care, have a great week, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Hopefully, if you come back. Bye.